welcome to week 30 of the Big Bungalow renovation. It's the final week of my Big Bungalow build renovation videos, and I just wanted to thank everyone so much that's been watching and following along this journey up until now. I'm obviously not going anywhere on YouTube, but this will conclude the Big Bungalow renovation series. If you are new here, then I would highly recommend going back to the beginning and starting at our empty bungalow tour and working through the 30 episodes that we have put up on the bungalow renovation, because they are worth watching for sure. Massive transformation. So in this episode, we are trying to get the house ready for my birthday. We've taken the week off. We're not hosting a party or anything like that because the house is not ready, but we just want it to be tidy and somewhere we can enjoy our week off. So the first thing we wanted to sort was the fireplace area. We wanted to make it feel really homely and start putting some logs in. Even though it is an electric fire, we kind of want it to feel like a more traditional fire. Safe to say we were a little bit short.
Okay, so I managed to salvage a bit of waste pipe out of the skip earlier on in the build, and I've saved it up until now, and I've just gone and found it in the garden. But what I'm thinking is it can be like a fake flue on top of our stove. So I'm going to try and cut it with the miter saw now and see if it fits. Let's go. Okay, wish me luck. So it needs to be 11 and a half.
So the builders have completely finished now, and there are quite a lot of snags left over, so it means that I've really got to get my hands dirty and get going with the rendering outside. The front door is unfinished and I just need to get this done, and I've got to be honest, rendering, not fun at all. I actually hated doing this section of the house, especially because it was like minus outside.
Okay, so I'm going to go outside now and try and rub down a bit of that render. It's actually the next day, so I'm really not even expecting this to work.
So I didn't get any footage of the end result. I just quickly put the garland up to try and hide it.
Okay, so I've just been priming all the door frames, and this one is the old bathroom, and it's covered in like dirty gloss, overlay dirty gloss here. So what I'm doing is I'm using the multi-tool. Using the multi-tool to sand it all off. It's quite good because you can get into like the small little spaces. So I'm just trying to use as many, change them when I can, just to get all of this off so I can actually prime that, because what I had done, I had just glossed over varnished wood, so it was just peeling straight off. So it's actually coming off quite nicely, so let me just get cracking with that.
Just a quick one, if you are enjoying my videos, then please don't forget to give this video a like and subscribe to my channel so that you can get more videos like this one.
Okay, so I think I'm gonna leave it like that for now. I can't get all of it off. But I'm gonna prime it, and then if it looks terrible, I'll just have to keep doing it. But I just haven't got it in me to do up there. Oh, I need to get that out though. I need to get the foam out, so I'll sand the foam out. But if you've seen my previous videos, you'll know that this bathroom took a battering during the reno, and you know, we've still got, like, this was left in a total mess, which I'm pretty not happy about, to be honest. So I need to find a bit of plasterboard from somewhere to fix that. So we got that problem. So we had the ceiling plastered again because we had the loft hatch removed. So Alex has just given that a mist coat, and obviously it's like dripped onto there, so I need to sand that as well. And then we had a new window, which also wasn't finished, so I need to sand all of that down as well. Probably not a tonight job, but it's a job nonetheless. And then, like, this was from when we renovated the bathroom last time. Like, all of this down here, I didn't get rid of any of this, so I'm gonna sand that tonight now as well. So left to sand is that, and I'm gonna just sand the paint off that, and then I'll have to do that another day, I think. But yeah, I just need to get this off so I can prime. I think this needs a clean more than anything, so I'm gonna give all that a clean. Maybe just like a rough sand, a light sand, sorry, just so that it can take my primer. Yeah, see, like all of that, that's dirt. That's all dirt, so I'm gonna go and give it a good clean now. But first, I'm just gonna finish off the sanding in here. This Gyprock Pro Mix Light, even though it's got a bit mouldy, but we know, we just ignore that, to fill in the cracks in the bathroom. Ren kitchen units up in the front bedroom so that we can start storing some stuff in them. Okay, so we managed to put this up. We did snap one of the legs, which Google did say one of the legs will probably snap, which is fine because we have loads of spare legs, so I just put a spare one in. And now we're gonna have to try and do this cabinet, put the legs on, but because it was kind of like cut, we're gonna have to try and figure out a way to make some hot pre-drilled holes for the legs on this one. But yeah, let's get this cracking. Can't wait for this room to just look like tidier, because at the moment it is a mess, a dumping ground. So I'm gonna try and get this one upright and in the alcove, so then they're both in the alcove, and it could just look a bit tidier in here. And then I do have spare plinths to put the plinths on these, so yeah, let's get cracking. plan to do with this one is have the wardrobe at the bottom, and then up here I'm gonna make that bit look prettier, and then put a shelf there and maybe have like 4 baskets. Try and make it look quite aesthetic. And then inside I am going to put a rail, clothes rail across there. Perfect height for me. But what I didn't realise is that my wood hangers don't quite fit, which is surprising. However, I have multiple amounts of these plastic ones which fit no problem. So if I imagine my rail is there, no problem at all. So I finally might be able to stop using Kallax unit boxes and hang my clothes up. Oh my god, I haven't had a wardrobe. I haven't had a wardrobe, guys, since I was about 16. It broke, and then I just thought, nah, I'll just use drawers instead. So I am looking forward to hanging up my clothes because I'm always a scruff at the moment. And then this one, same but different. I'm gonna just pull that open. So with this one, I am going to have a rail up there instead. And luckily this one's a bit deeper. So let me just grab this. So that fits in there nice. So what I'm thinking is this one can be for like coats and outerwear. And it can go up there because it's like quite high. So I feel like I won't be going in here that often. So I think coats that I don't wear very often on rotation can go in there. And then under there maybe have like maybe another shelf, and then have some shoe storage in there. So I'm so excited to have like cupboard space.
As I previously mentioned, we were really up against it trying to get this done ready for the week off that we had. So it was time for me to upcycle our old headboard. Simple headboard renovation. Okay, so it's back to work and I've already made some mistakes.
Okay, so I accidentally touched up this room with the wrong colour paint. But honestly, when that's wet, it looks like that. Wrong one, that's taupe 01, I think. So I've dug deep into the sheds and I have found beige 03. But I've got to be honest, it's been in the shed for 2 years. So I'm just praying that it's in good working order, because otherwise it's going to take me all day to paint this a whole different colour. So I'm hoping it's in good shape. Okay, this is how it's looking inside. Let's give it a stir. Please, please, please. Oh, actually, it doesn't look too bad. Once it's stirred, look, that looks exactly like the taupe when it's wet. Right, let's give it a stir. I think we're on to a winner. Okay, so I thought if I could stand on that, like, surely it's gonna take my weight, and it didn't. I just want to cry. So, look at this. I'm so mad.
It's time for me to get out of this downstairs bathroom and go and help Alex put up our £30 floating shelf.
Okay, so next up, Alex has just finished sanding that, and I'm gonna go in and oil it with the worktop oil that came with the utility rooms worktops. I'm gonna use this with a bristle brush and just slap it on and see what happens. So because our walls are dot and dab, we need to use these massive screws. So basically we've got to drill a 10mm hole into the wall, and then you've got to pop this metal casing in, and then you put the screw in. So that will be going, we'll have 10 of those going along here. So I was just saying to Alex then, if this messes up, we're going to absolutely ruin this section of wall. And then what will happen then is we will, to be honest, I don't actually know. Right. So here's the bracket. So then the bracket will be going in with those screws I just showed you. We need to try and measure how far up they need to go as well. And then what our plan is to put all 5 brackets on and just hope that they just slide straight in. Obviously with these brackets, we've got the opportunity to kind of move them sideways slightly with the way the holes are. But wish us luck, because this is one job that is just not for me.
Okay, so putting up the shelf was a lot easier than I thought it was going to be, which is amazing. We actually needed 2 brackets in the end. And because the shelf was so snug, it was actually holding up quite nicely. The 4 screws have a combined strength of 150 kg, and that was only like 8 kg max, I think, maybe even less. So what we bought was a C24 piece of wood from Wix. It was £20. We got 2 brackets and 4 screws, so it all came to around £30 in total for a 2.8 metre floating shelf. And this is the result. Okay, so I hope you have enjoyed this video, guys. It's been a little bit longer than usual, but like I said, this is the last episode of the big bungalow renovation series that I've created. And I didn't get to post last week because we were just so busy trying to get this done. I just didn't have time to edit because it does take a long time to edit these videos. So like I previously said, if you are enjoying them, please give me a subscribe because it just lets YouTube know that you are enjoying these videos. I will be doing a full bungalow tour very shortly, so stay tuned for that because it is looking good for the majority of the house. There are lots of snags still, but through the camera you won't be able to tell. And I will see you in next week's episode.